Hey everyone, so this is a quick video on what it actually means to match the intent of the visitor, right? So you would have seen this in a lot of blog posts and articles that content is one of the biggest. I mean, it's not one of the biggest; it's the biggest ranking factor, right? So in 2019, which means there are many things which the crawler and the search engine looks at before ranking. So it could be how old your domain is, how relevant your tags are, what kind of links you have built. But one of the most important buckets of the ranking factor is the content based one. So within the content based parameters, this is a video which will tell you with examples what it means to match the intent of the visitor on your page. So let's dive right into the examples. The first one, the first example to make the point is if you search five-star hotels in Mumbai, right? And if you see the first result, right? So if you click on this, you will see. Let's look at this page, right? So the search, the query is five-star hotels in Mumbai, and on this page you will see that actually this is a list of all the five-star hotels in Mumbai, right? So uh, and there could be various filters here, but essentially it's a list, right? If you look at the next one also, right? So this is a Make My Trip one. Again, if you what you're seeing here is again a list with some convenient filters at the left, right? So these are the filters, and this is a list. So what we are saying here is that if you see all the websites which are ranking, they basically feature a list. Why? Because that is the intent of the person who's done this search, right? The person is looking for the five-star hotels in Mumbai. So if your website only will feature on the top page only if you actually have a list. So that's why it's say for ITC or for the Lalit, it's almost impossible to start ranking for five-star hotels in Mumbai by trying to game the system and trying to say five-star hotel, in the tags, or a little bit, increasing the keyword density in the content. These are very old tactics. And what matters today is what is the intent of the guy who has done this search. And very clearly it is to it is to see a list, a well categorized list. And that's why you see that Google is featuring the sites which match the intent of the person, right? Let's take another education related example. Artificial intelligence or AI courses in Mumbai. The top ranking website is a website by is a Learning Catalyst website, and if you go to the website, uh, I'll just open that here. You will see that, right? So what do you expect in a website which is about a course, right? So there are some things, the very essential things, like what is a course syllabus, the faculty, uh, the classroom options, the fees, right? These are things which people expect in a course page. So if you're trying to rank here, apart from trying to put the obvious things like the tags, you should see that the course page is in line with what is the intent of the guy who's going to come to your page, right? So that's going to be crucial. Okay, now let's take an example where and similar, I mean, this just very quickly one more example, very like a Learning Catalyst example. So YouTube ad rates in India, you see that the top article is one from YouTube, is one from Learning Catalyst. And if you look at the article, you'll see that, okay, the query is YouTube ad rates in India, right? But what is it? If you look at the mindset of a person who's doing that search, what is it that he's looking at, right? So he's looking at not just, yes, the actual values, right? He's not just looking at the ad rate, because the person probably wants to make a decision whether or not to start advertising on YouTube. So if you tell him that what are the major factors influencing the YouTube advertising costs, right? And apart from that, then you come to his very specific goal, which is the range of YouTube ad rates and monetization rates, which is his very specific need. But apart from that, you're also telling him other things which are going to help him, the factors influencing advertising costs. So you're trying to tell him other things which are going to help him in his decision, and that's a good thing. That you're trying to match the intent of the person. And yes, so that's why you see the learning catalyst side right on the top here, right? So these are things. Now let's take a slightly an example on the other side, right? So a less competitive, I'm purposely taking a less competitive category. So let's say benzene manufacturer in India and manufacturers, let's say, many benzene manufacturers in India. Now, going by the five-star hotels example, you would, one question that you could ask is that how come there is a company here, right? Because benzene manufacturers India. So yes, the query, the intent should be to have a list of manufacturers. So yes, that's why India Mart is on the top, because they provide you a list, right? Uh, but the reason, and the UCI yellow pages here and Trade India here, but the reason why an Aarti Industries or Haldia Petrochemicals and these Rishi Chemicals, RS Chemicals is on the top is because of the lack of competition, right? So there aren't enough number of decent quality pages which actually feature a list of benzene manufacturers in India. Hence, there is opportunity, and hence there is a Aarti Industries right on the first page. So within the first 3 or 4 ranks. So uh, that's why it is there. So uh, just to sum this video, we matching the intent of the visitor is key for doing good content based SEO in 2019. It also impacts the time on the page, because if you don't match the intent of the person, then the person is just going to bounce back and not going to spend a lot of time on your website. So, which means that and time on the page and bounce rate are important factors in ranking also, right? So it indirectly impacts these metrics also, right? So I hope you've got the overall rationale behind why it makes sense to to write content which matches the intent of the visitor. Thank you.